Here we have a pre-owned 2019 GMC Acadia. This one comes in the SLE trim level in ebony twilight metallic. And then we have the jet black cloth interior. Powertrain consists of a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. This one has a little over 84,000 miles on it, so we'll see how it's held up. As we come around to the front end here, halogen headlamps, halogen fog lights, but a nice look with the LED daytime running lights there. It just has a premium look and feel without having that cost that's attached to it. And still we get the chrome grille, chrome accents. Looks very nice for the trim level. Down here, these are going to be 18-inch aluminum wheels. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. Power door lock controls, power mirror controls, rear window lock. We do get blind spot monitors in this one, so that's nice. Express down on all 4 doors except the driver's side gets 1 touch up and down. And even though this isn't real wood grain, I like that trim. Power lift gate there, we can set that to 3/4 off or set it to max to open and shut. Electronic parking brake, hood release. You get a manual tilt, telescoping steering wheel. And then here we have a power driver's seat. But big thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Acadia today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these pre-owned closer to home, click on that second link down below. Takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. But space back here, I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. Pretty impressed by that. Seat back pockets on both sides. We have our rear AC controls here, 2 USB-A ports, and then a little storage cubby down there. Middle seat does fold down, and then we do have bottle holders there in the middle. And even though this is an SLE, we still have the LED reading lights throughout, so that's a nice touch. You can hang a shirt or a pair of pants there on a metal hanger if you need to. Child locks are here, lock, unlock. And then we do have a fuel filler there. Now as we come around to the back end here, like that dual exhaust as well as the tail lamps, even though they're not full LED, they still have a nice look to them. So power liftgate seems to still be in good shape. Little storage behind the 3rd row, side pocket over here, and then we can release the 2nd row from back here, or we can pull up here and this folds down the 3rd row. So that's the difference in the trunk space with the 3rd row up and with it down. Bottle holder on this side, and then a little storage tray, bottle holder, and a USB-A port on that side. And just to show you, I'll fold this one down too. So that's with the 2nd and 3rd row down compared with the 2nd and 3rd up. So you can really configure it the way you want to for maximum storage capacity. Now over here to the rear passenger side, to fold that back up, just lift it, and then if you want to, pull this up, and this will tumble the seat forward, and then you can just pull it back to lock it back into place. And again, you can also fold the seat flat using that there. Now front passenger seat, manual 4-way, so you can adjust the seat back there, seat bottom here, glove compartment there with the owner's manuals. And as we come back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. There's that 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6. Now I'm just going to show off the blinkers. So a little incandescent bulb, front and back there. But let's hop in the driver's seat. And before I do that, love the rain guards the last owner put on here. That's a nice touch. A nice leather wrap steering wheel here. Now to the radio, I like how we can see the AC controls. You can see when I turn them up or down, you get a nice look at the screen there. I'm gonna cut it down so we can get that fan noise out of the microphone. Now I like this setup of radio because it's pretty simple to use. AM, FM, XM, you get USB 1 and 2, so you can actually run your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto off of this system as well. And that'll be under the projection. And then your rear climate, you can adjust that from up here as well. So that's nice that you're able to do that. And then language can be adjusted here. Team driver. And then your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you can switch those on or off. So I actually like the setup of this one better than the nice one because it's a lot less confusing. With backup cameras there, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel, and turn those off if you want. And then a few shortcuts: phone, home, audio, click that to turn it off. And then you can seek there if you so choose. But dual zone automatic climate controls in an SLE is nice. You can do temperature from either side there, cut the whole system on or off here, adjust the fan speed with the knob, and then choose fan direction by hitting any of these buttons. Same with the AC defrosters. 3-stage heated seats. You can either do the seat back or the seat back and seat bottom, which is always nice. And then there's a 12-volt back there with 2 USB-A ports and an aux, and that's how you can run into your infotainment system there. Big traction control button, big hazards button. I like that. Now for the shifter, hit the brake, grab the lever, pull down, reverse and neutral drive, and then your low mode's there, and you can use that limiter and shift from the shifter, and you can see in the bottom right hand corner of the digital gauge cluster what gear you're in. Drive modes are here. Another nice touch I think for an SLE. We have the Tour, the Snow mode, and then we also have the Sport mode. So we don't get any notifications on the screen, we just get them here. So I like that it's illuminated so you can see. Parking sensor toggles there. Center console cubby space. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. Now up here we do get a sunglasses holder. And then we have our OnStar LED lights for the front. Vanity mirror. And then back to the steering wheel left side, we get our blinkers. And then we can also toggle the high beams, flash, fog lights, auto high beams, turn the auto on or off there. And then our intermittent wipers are on this right side. So one time off, intermittent low, high. We can adjust that intermittent frequency here, and then we have a rear wiper, intermittent on and then off there. Push back for that rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front fluid. Now behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can toggle our track list or radio station favorites. And then on the right side, volume up, volume down there. Standard cruise control, we can turn that on or off, cancel, set the speed, and then mute, voice recognition, and these 4 arrows go through the digital part of the gauge cluster. So if we go to the vehicle settings, we can toggle our units from US to metric. See battery voltage, oil life, tire pressure monitors, and all of that. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But next, we're gonna go ahead and take this 2019 GMC Acadia SLE out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Acadia here, the V6 has a ton of pull. And with this 6-speed, it doesn't have as many shift points that you have to fool with. But I like how the 6-speed just gives you the power more easily. I feel like the Acadia Denali I just drove, it was a 2020, had that same V6. It just didn't get up like this one does. And this is only in the Tour mode. So I'm gonna put it in the Sport mode and see how it does. Make sure I can see good behind me. Here we go. wow. Yeah, y'all say what you will in the comments, but this thing is not slow. It's front wheel drive, so of course it's gonna pull more from the front, but it still got up, and that was pretty impressive. And that actually surprised me. I know I had it in the sport mode, but my goodness, I didn't even floor it until I got kind of halfway through the power band there. But ride quality is really solid. I like that this has a little over 84,000 miles, still driving straight down the road. And everything feels good, it feels new. And that's pretty impressive from a 2019 Acadia with, again, almost more than 84,000 miles on it. And the V6 obviously still solid in terms of putting down the power. But I'd almost rather go with this 6-speed automatic as opposed to the 9-speed in the Acadia Denali, that 2020 I drove, just because that felt so natural. It feels so much better, this 6-speed does, as opposed to all those shift points in the 9-speed. That Acadia Denali I drove had 50,000 miles on it. This one has 84,000, and this one seems to be doing a lot better than that Acadia Denali was. Now, I do want to give one more thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Acadia today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever used vehicle you might be interested in. But this is priced at $18,000, and I think pretty solid for what you get here. Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro offers a lifetime powertrain warranty on this vehicle in particular, just based on the age and miles. So you have that additional peace of mind there. Engine, transmission, transaxles are going to be covered for however long you own the vehicle, and you just have to keep up with the scheduled maintenance. And again, for this V6, the track record that it has and all of that, it's like the 6.2 V8s the GM has. People will complain about this, complain about that, and then you'll see other people that have a crazy amount of miles on their vehicle with no issue. So I just think having that lifetime powertrain warranty is a nice extra step in terms of keeping your vehicle safe from whatever may come at you. But that's with any extended warranty in general. People don't like to pay for them, but when you need them, it's always good to have them. It's just like car insurance. But still, at 18 grand without a lifetime warranty, if you can find one of these around that price that's as maintained and as is in good condition as this one, I say go for it. I mean, you have a 7-passenger seating setup. And then with this one having the bench in the middle, you can really just run it as a 5-passenger and have a bunch of cargo space. But great power delivery with a front-wheel drive setup. It just checks all the boxes, I think, if you're looking for something in this segment. So if you're looking at a Ford Explorer around this year, or Toyota Highlander, even the Hyundai Palisades, Kia Telluride, maybe down a step like the Sorento Santa Fe, but still has a lot of space, and for the money, I think it has a lot to offer. With all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2019 GMC Acadia SLE.